So, we're back with another potentially bad decision, maybe a good decision. We're going to find out. We're painting the Miata today. We're going to paint it white. We're going to do it with tractor paint, and by guessing you've read the title, that means we are trying to do it for $100. We've got 60 bucks in paint, $62 with a small discount at Tractor Supply, and we've got about $40 in prep supplies. So, you know, we're right around $100, $105. Now, we do have our makeshift paint booth. It's not completely dust-proof, but hopefully it'll keep everything from settling on our paint. But we've already prepped the Miata, but before we show you the Miata, we're going to show you the products we're using today.
Alright, my name's Willie, short for Willie Bob, and I was promised a couple cigarettes and a pack of High Lifes to paint the car today. And the products that we're using is Majic tractor paint in gloss white. With this, we have reducer, this stuff that make it thin. And then we have our hardener, the Cadillac hardener, and that'll make it harden up good. With that, we're gonna mix it in this plastic measuring cup and use a Harbor Freight spray gun. Let's get to it. Over the minefield. In through here. This is the car here. What is it, a 94 Miata, 91 Miata? And it's gonna be white today. We've sanded it. We have prepped it in every way, shape, and form. And I will be starting on that quarter panel over there and circling the vehicle. Lovely.
Oh. Also, we made our own little paint booth. That's a 10 by 10 tent, and then we extended this. I'll put an exhaust fan out the front, and we'll get this thing spraying. Willie Bob got us smoked out in here. Oh God. Let's see what she's working with in there. Alright, so we're like 6 days removed from the paint job. It's done. It's a little darker out here than I'd like it to be, but I'm about to show you the final result. So the tarp fell on it right there, the stand that was holding it, and all of that right there is just dirt. But I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but it's real smooth. Minimal orange peel. Looks great. It's a little dirty from sitting under this tree. Ignore that wire. But for $60, you really can't ask for more. $60 in paint. Now there was $40 in prep, but you may have that sitting around the house. We followed it to a T. Majic paint, Majic reducer, Majic catalyst hardener. Followed all those ingredients to a T. Sprayed it. We waited 10 minutes between coats, and that paint got us, I think, 4 total coats. So the process for it, we sanded with 100. I hit some really rough spots like that fender right there. It had stickers all over it. You can see it's covered all that up pretty well. You can't even hardly see it. I could have went a little harder right here. You can see there's some texture to it. But hit all those with 100 on an oscillating sander, you know, orbital. Hit those. Then I went back with 120 over some spots. I went over 400 with the whole car. Then we hand sanded the whole car in 400 where I didn't hit with that sander. Then we washed it with Dawn. We sprayed it, and our time between each coat was like 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. And then we got done around 7 o'clock. By the next morning, around 11, it was ready to drive. And that was in rainy weather. So, another thing, we also painted this thing with rain coming. Maybe like 70 degrees outside. So, next morning it was dry enough to drive. It's day 6, but there's been extremely cold weather, and it's pretty much hardened up all the way. So, for $60 in paint, $40 in prep, you can't beat it. I also put a manual in this car. If you've been watching the TikToks, you already seen that. The auto was completely blown. It didn't like 4th, then all of a sudden it grabbed 4th once, and then didn't like 3rd again. So I went ahead and put that manual in there. I put the clutch in backwards because I wasn't paying attention, I guess. So I pulled that out, flipped it around. It drives like a dream. Now, this car has came a long way from what it once was. I'll put up a picture here. It was a lot of work, but 4 weeks I got it done. Basically like 2 full weeks because I have my kids on every other week. So it was a lot of work. A lot of 12 a.m. nights, a lot of falling asleep at work. But she's done. She's good.